Hi everyone, it's SuNN here. Thanks for joining me for another Fabricate Friday video. Today's just a really quick video on some of the gifts that I make for my students when I have a class. And today, or this month, I'm going to make these lovely little notepads. I have made other designs in the past. These are using the new colors. This is Delightful Dijon and this is Mint Macaron. And of course I have the Watermelon Wonder and the Tip Top Taupe as well to go. But this is something that I personally do for anybody who comes to a class of mine that I host myself, and which is not very often because I have a very small apartment. So I actually have to borrow my sister's house and she's going out of town. So I feel, and I've asked permission and I can host a Stampin' Up party there. So I call it a workshop or a class. And so these are the two colors that I'm using right now, and I wanted to show you how to make them, and it's really simple. So this is the notepad that I use, and you get 4 of these notepads for like $1.25 at the dollar store, and I just rip the cover off, and that's the sizing that these are 4 by 5.5, I think. 4 by 5.5. So I've cut my cardstock. Just I used a regular piece of cardstock at 8.5, and I think I went to 4 1/16. So just a slight bit over. And in this example, you can see that there is a little bit of a lift so that you can open it a little bit easier. And then, so the my measurement was I had to score at 5 5/8, which is the little tick mark right after the 1/2 inch mark. And then the notepads are about 1/2 inch. So I went to 5 7/8, and that's all the scoring. Like, how simple is that? There's a lot of gluing though, so, and I just score and burnish, or sorry, fold and burnish. And then with my Tombow, and you want to do, you don't want to use a dry adhesive. I think the glue is more helpful. The wet glue is more helpful to adhere it. I think I actually might have cut those pages right at 4 inches. I did. I cut them right at 4 inches, so they just barely. I wanted a little bit of an overhang, but I guess I miscut. Anyway, you can see there's that little lip there. So I'm using the new Whisper White Heavy Duty White cardstock, and there we go, focused. And my first layer is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and this is the designer paper stack of the 2015-2017. I'm using the righty one, the scripty one, because of course it's a notepad. So easy peasy to adhere that. And my second layer is third layer would be 4 5/8 by 3 5/8. So just a shy little bit. Just to give a little bit of a border. And then I'm using the Cottage Greeting set. I don't know where that stamp set went. I did have it out here, but oh well. Oh, there it is. Huh. And I really like this sentiment. You are amazing. So that's what I'm doing. The mint macaron. Oh, and my head's gonna get in the way, sorry. There we go. And then I'm just going to adhere that with some more Tombow glue since I have it out. And that's that. So I used the decorative label punch to get that shape. And I'll be honest, this stamp set is retired. It's called Sophisticated Serifs, and it's retired. So there's a whole bunch of new lettering stamp sets that you can use. But this was the only one I had, and you know what, it still works, and I'm sure that the students aren't going to care. So I went ahead and did that little dimensional on the back and sponged the edges, and that's how simple it's going to go on. Now I'm waiting for my J student to confirm with me before I adhere that down. So that's that. And I also wanted to make a little bit of a mention. I've had some interest in my little wipe up cloths that I take and dab off the ink, and as you can see, here's a spare piece. There's no more ink left. So I wanted to just give you a brief look at what that is. It's called the Absorber. I've got the extra large one because just recently I bought a new car. So this is what the towel looks like. It's massive. It's humongous. Ooh, it's huge. And there was even bigger amounts. But I cut some off, and that's how it, and it's sort of moist, and it comes to you moist, and it just fits in the tube, and it stays in there. If I can get it closed, there we go. And I just wanted to read to you on the back. It says, holds 50% more water. Use it anywhere you use a sponge towel or a chamois. Tough, lintless, and machine washable. Great as a towel at the beach or on boats. Resistant to most chemicals. Unharmed by grease and oil. Awesome for spills. Texture to glide effortlessly. Drying ease for big RVs. So really, it's supposed to be for your vehicle. And I saw a video, and I can't remember where I saw it, or else I would have linked it. But it is called the Absorber, and I use it for my stamps. I keep it in a little, I just cut some bits off, and you can see I use it a lot. And you know, I've rinsed this out, and you know, when it gets really glittery and there's glitter everywhere and stuff, I will throw it in the laundry. And then I just sort of mist the container, and it's not like it's hard to, you know, there's not a lot of liquid in here, but it's still kind of moist, and it's a really weird feeling. So anyway, I thought that, you know, it would be handy for the craft room, and it is. And if you have a Stampin scrub, which is fantastic, you spray your cleaner on here, and then you rub it on the wet side, and then you rub it on the dry side. If you are doing quick changes, like I was just now doing my projects, going from yellow to green to pink to taupe, I wanted to wipe off very quickly, and I did, and that's how I did that. Perfect impressions. So it is something to think about if you are looking for. I bought this at Canadian Tire, and I know that, you know, not everybody in the world has a Canadian Tire, but try your automotive place wherever they sell accessories for your vehicle, and you should be able to find it there. So hopefully that helps for all those people that were actually curious. It's a good investment. So thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next Friday for another Friday video. Thanks so much. Bye.